Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Sal here. I want to talk to you guys about a quick strategy to make some money investing, and it's called camp investing. That's what I call it, because the strategy involves camping. Now, for those of you guys who don't know what camping is, with a lot of first-person shooters, what I like to do, and what a strategy is, what a lot of people hate though, is guys who, when they're playing the game, they find one spot within the map, and they just kind of sit there and, you know what I'm saying, lay people down. That's what I do. That's how I play first-person shooters. I don't like to walk around. I don't like to even perform whatever mission, capture the flag. I'm not going after the flag, okay? I'm just gonna find a spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna find a spot, and I'm gonna take my rifle out, and I'm just gonna snipe you from wherever it is I'm at until you finally figure out and get enough, you know, get mad enough where you lob a grenade my way. That's pretty much how you're gonna end up killing me, okay? Because if I see you, you're dead. Anyway, camp investing is when you basically find a stock that's been heavily pumped in the past, all right? And you have a lot of stocks like that kind of go through patterns where, like, every 3 months, every 4 months, they go through these pumps, right? And you'll figure it out because you can simply look at their charts. Go look at like a 6-month chart, or look at a 12-month chart, and you'll see these kind of like these hilly things. They kind of just look like these big hills where they just kind of take off and then drop, right? So you use E-Trade or whatever it is that your broker is, and you find the lowest point, right? You hope is the lowest point that the stock will go down. Now, a lot of people just go straight with 00001. I don't like that. I like something that's, you know, a little bit higher than that. I'm cool with taking a little bit of loss as I wait, right? So I accumulate a lot of shares, right, in its downtime, and I just sit on it, right? And you can do that with about a couple $100. I'm not saying put a couple thousand in there. This is like, you know, 300, 400, 500 bucks, and just keep it there. Just have it sitting there. You know what I mean? It'll be right there in your broker screen. You might be down 20% or 30%, whatever it is, just let it sit there, okay? But eventually, because it always happens, eventually a promoter will pick it up. Eventually, especially you want to make sure it's a company that's, you know, current on its filings. Of course, you never want to camp a stock that's not current on its filings, especially if it's not doesn't have, you know, a website, if it's not, you know, broken links and hasn't like updated in years, all right? So it's got to be current on its filings. It just has to be very, you know, it doesn't have to be doing anything, right? That's when you want to be accumulating shares, when nothing is happening, you know. A lot of people sometimes think you got to wait till it gets pumped. That's not really sometimes the opportune time to invest, okay? You want to kind of get in there before the general marketplace knows about it. That's why, as I get back into promoting and I want to share it with you guys, the strategy is for us to know, you know, to jump on board. And as the ticker starts taking off, right, the general public, everybody around it, when they're going on their platform and they're seeing, you know, NASDAQ or OTC top rising stocks and the stock's up 110%, that's not when you want to be jumping in. Right? You want to be jumping in when that email got to your inbox, right? You want to be jumping in when you went on, you know, OTC markets and there was, you know, 3 transactions on the stock. You feel me? So again, camp investing, getting into stocks that aren't doing anything at all, but have a history of continual pumps, you know, different promoters, and kind of going in and out of favor, okay? Because those are really good opportune times where, you know, you set it and forget it, and then you, of course, for those of you who are on E-Trade, just set your alert. You know, if it hits, if it hits, you know, 0005, or if it hits 0007, damn, okay, sell, boom. You've been sitting on the stock for 2.5 months. You're up 60%. You didn't even do anything. You just had that money parked. You see what I'm saying? So camp investing is a method that I've used, and I do use still. There are a lot of stocks out there that are not in favor right now, but I know will come in favor, because you remember the OTC stock market sometimes is theme generated. So if there's a terrorist attack, there's going to be a lot of terrorist kind of plays, right? During the whole last year, or 2013, the whole green movement, right? The whole like weed thing. So a lot of weed stock comes out. So what's going on right now? So it's right now, I can't really get a theme right now. So of course everybody's still lying back to the reliable plays, which are, you know, the cancer plays, and you know, cancer is always any type of pharmaceutical is pretty good. So there's not really a theme right now I can say that's going on off the top of my head. But you know, when things happen in the world, those things get created, and you want to be able to see if you can jump on top of that. Camp investing, all right? So I don't want to ramble too much, but camp investing, look into it. If you got some money laying around, man, park it somewhere. Don't let it sit in cash, okay? In penny stocks, the worst place you can be is in cash, because nothing is happening in cash, okay? All right, nothing is happening in cash. I'd rather be sitting in some shares, all right, that have the opportunity to take off than sitting in cash and not having anything happen at all, all right? Because when you're sitting in cash, you're losing money anyway, okay? And that's a whole different conversation in itself. All right, it's your boy Sal, man, freestockpicks.org. Take care.